Hey, Kev, I don't want to do these streams. I don't want to do them, but there is such despicable behavior and so many things going on that I had to do this stream to keep the sanity of the community. But the breaking news, if you haven't heard, Kev, is
What's
exactly what Josh is saying. John D took a dump and the shill's got a report on it.
All right, we're done.
We're done. That's the breaking news. What a true statement, though.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are so despicable and
Yeah.
disgusting when it comes to Iconic and John D shilling. It's some of the most pathetic behavior. But Kev, I have to tell you something, okay? That we have a super chat goal and we need 10 $5 super chats or we're not going to talk at all starting now. Okay. So guys, until we get 10 super chats at $5 each, we're not going to talk. The show just stops. Okay. Kev, what do you think about that?
Okay. I need a $5 to say something. Should we fill them in on what this is?
What is wrong with these disgusting YouTubers who have this cancer of super chat goals in order for them to do their shows? It started with Patient Zero, which is 19-cent Fox. 19-cent Fox and his Patient Zero super chat goals. I'm not going to talk to you unless you give me 10 $2 super chats. Yeah. And then it spread to P-Dubs and Mike B and all these guys. That you guys are despicable community YouTubers. You are absolutely despicable doing things like I'm not going to do my show for 20 minutes unless you give me super chats. 10 super chats, baby.
Can you imagine?
Thank you, Twisted.
That you're not going to talk to your community about iconic news unless you pay me $50, 10 $5 super chats. Yeah. What is wrong with these people?
It's insane, Kev.
Yeah, it's actually insane. $5 from Twisted Gaming TV. Is the gutter rat lurking in the chat? Hey, Chris, there's a lot of gutter rats.
Here's what I want to say before I forget, okay? Yeah. Because John D's in hiding. We know we do a stream like this. It's to bring the rat out of hiding. Yes. Okay. Yes. Because he's going to come out in a week or so and do all his shows with people. And now it's because the Rexer show did this. And we let everybody know that the guy's a crook, that the guy has everybody's money, that he's not giving updates. He's been MIA for how many days now?
239 days since John D made you take your wallet and order his cabinet. He's been MIA from the community, but having his shows do the bidding. 239 days, Rexer. To the day. It's crazy.
This is some of the most, and here we go with these shills and these minions of John D who are doing his bidding and trying to keep this alive. Like they're doing all these videos of Iconic and trying to keep this alive and hyped. It is some of the most disgusting and despicable community behavior I have ever seen. These guys, he has your money, everybody, and he promised these in June. It's October, and this coward who I bet $300, my hard-earned cash, that he would not deliver his cabs by October 15th. He cowered out, chickened out, and wouldn't take the bet because he knows you aren't getting it by his second failed delivery date of October 15th. And you guys are still going to let him hold on to your money. You're nuts. You should be canceling every order right now and saying, we haven't seen the UI. We haven't seen online play. We don't know what games are coming. You just decided on this crappy artwork. What? They just changed the artwork, Kev. Bring that up so we can see. What? This is disgusting. That Street Fighter World Warrior is absolutely disgusting. It's not arcade authentic. It's worse than it was before. He's changed. It's September. Right?
Yeah.
So, and I'm betting him $300 to one of his cheap, crappy $10, whichever one of these things are called now, that he won't deliver them by October 15th to all his customers. He ain't taking it. Brady. He's quiet, Brady. He's scared. He's a coward. And he ain't telling you who pre-ordered it, Brady. I know you pre-ordered one, Brady. You were the first one.
So it's September. So I think what Brady's saying, he has time. Guys, there's 8 weeks lead time to build them, 8 weeks to get them here. There's no way it's coming here in the next 6 weeks.
They just changed the monitor. We're going to go over all this stupid stuff that they're doing. These were supposed to be delivered in June. June. And then he said, October, you're not getting it. What are you guys doing listening to these pathetic shills who are dragging you along? And I am the voice of reason here. Why? What is wrong with you people?
Yeah. It's what's great is you'll see these periods of silence. You'll make a video, then all of a sudden you'll get this information dump a few days later just to prove you wrong that there's some type of smoke screen. It's still alive. It's still alive.
It's still alive.
It's
still
going.
Alive.
It's coming.
Oh, we have to go
so
back in time though, because I wanted to do this this flashback because I mean, we talked about it a little bit, okay? But let me open it up with this one, Kev.
Yeah.
Let me open it up with this. I pre-ordered 2.
Seriously.
One of each.
And I say, thank you for bringing it to light, because now you've put it out there. I can talk about it.
And of course, Kevy's talking about me when I brought up the cease and desist that they have conveniently dropped and let go through the passing. Okay. These guys conveniently forgot about it. They sat there and denied, and covered up for weeks and weeks and weeks. Now nobody's getting their arcades. Everything is changing, and they don't want to talk about it and bring it up. And we're going to go back, and I'm going to react to these sick shills that sat there and protected this company when they knew the cease and desist was real. Okay. But my point on what Mike B, mid-roll Mike just said was, he could talk about the cease and desist after I talked about it, even though I didn't have any information that he didn't have, Kev. Do you remember how disgusting that was?
Yeah.
And how it shows that these YouTubers, these content creators are so far up John's ass that they were so scared to talk about it that they had to wait till I said something and then they could talk about it because they didn't want to lose the views. They didn't want to lose the narrative. They had to be on top and be like, yeah, we knew about it too, but we couldn't say anything because John would have gotten mad at us if we said, I didn't change anything. I didn't say anything they didn't know. According to them, my content, my leak was the same person theirs was. I had no new information, but they decided they could talk about it after the great Rexer show decided he would break the story once again. I run your channels. I own you guys.
They should have sent you candy and flowers because they were all chicken shit to talk about it until you did, and you gave them months and months of content. Oh, he shall not be named is wrong. Is he right? Is he wrong? And guess what? 3 months later, they just say, "Oh, he was right."
Yeah,
after they told you
right
you were
in the
wrong.
background, and then don't talk about it.
Don't talk about it. Yeah.
All right.
It's crazy.
What I did want to say too is we have clips from them back then, but it's amazing that, guys, this cease and desist had more of an impact than you thought it did. Okay, because what now they're going to say is, well, see, you're still going to get your cabs. You know, who cares about the cease and desist? And they would have been right if he didn't take your money and hold on to it for months and months and months. But they sat there and shilled this thing in January and made you buy this thing and hyped it all up. Then the cease and desist comes and they didn't wanted to cover it up. They didn't want to let Rexer know he was right and that there is one. And now we have, what do we have, Kev? Let's roll the clip first because I want to take my victory lap first. Let's roll this moronic clip here. Talking about the cease and desist.
It just didn't really make sense to me. It was unsubstantiated.
It didn't make sense to you? I'm going to react to this thing. It didn't make sense to you? We explained why it made sense, you moron. And here you are making every argument to try and help John D because you're so far up his ass that you got to cover up for him. Am I wrong, Kev?
This is so delicious that he doesn't understand YouTube is history. If he says something on a Monday and says something on a Friday, we got it. And he is contradicting himself all day long with you.
Let's keep going. And this isn't the only one. We have another clip of some great YouTuber who deflected and tried to say it wasn't real.
Unsubstantiated. But what I will tell you is I didn't have any reason to believe it. But
yes, you did have a ton of reason to believe it because you had a leaker who we trusted, right? That you trusted.
Yep.
You had tons of reasons. You had websites down. You had John who didn't answer you. You didn't answer. Here, I got to go to hold on, Kevin. We got to go to full screen for a second.
Go to full screen.
This is venting time, okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead and take that while I prepare my
Papa
vent
Brett
for
gave
this.
me $2. cease and desist. The super chat goals are greed. That's all it is, Brad.
Greed.
It's
disgusting.
Greed.
You guys are disgusting, 19 Cent and Mike B and P Dubs, for doing super chat goals to make your community that you love pay for you to do a stream. Kev, we do this because we love the community. I do this for free. Nobody has to super chat me.
Yeah. And we don't have goals.
We love talking to you guys about this stuff and keeping your sanity insteed of listening to these lunatics.
That's why
who
we do
cover
it.
Up. All right, what was I talking about? Mike B.
You're talking about Mike B flip-flopping on you, and then knowing he had this information and knowing that he didn't want to say it was real.
Yeah,
that's what you're talking
in that
about.
video, he starts calling me a hypocrite and how I have no integrity and that he doesn't watch my show because I have no integrity. This is coming from the guy, right? I could go on forever, but in this subject, this is coming from the guy who hid the fact that he was talking to John D, lied about it, asked him about the cease and desist, didn't get an answer, and failed to tell you guys that.
Yep.
He failed to tell you that he asked John D, and John D went dark for days afterwards and never answered because he didn't think it was a big deal until I showed the text that he tried to cover up of his, right? This is the guy who has so much integrity that on a charity stream for MEDIA1up, he put on monetization when they all agreed they wouldn't put on monetization, then lied afterward and said, I didn't know how to do it. And then all the people on this set said, we showed you how to turn off monetization. What do you mean? This is the guy who did greed super chat, for his Godzilla that he said he didn't have enough money for, where he put these pity social media out, took a bunch of money for a Godzilla that he said he didn't have enough money for, and bought it the next day for $15,000. I could go on and on about the integrity of this liar who took the money for Simpsons, Kev. He took the money for Simpsons and then had the audacity when we asked him to give the money to charity, he told me face to face, I need the money for bills and I'm not giving it to charity. This is the rat bastard that's calling me out for integrity. You pile of hell.
Yeah.
This is the guy. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
That you have integrity, Mike B. You're a complete fake fraud pile of crap.
This is the same
I'm
guy.
off my soapbox.
Hold on. This is the we gotta simmer you down. Let me talk for a minute. This is the same guy, Rex, that got in a private golf stream and talked with the other YouTubers on what to do with this. And he admits he said this. He said, we talked about it. Should we talk about it? Should we not talk about it? And they all decided it was not worth the community's time to talk about. He made the decision for the community. Which is
they talk about gatekeeping.
Yeah,
are you kidding me right now?
Gatekeeping 101.
Are you kidding me right now? You want to pick on me for integrity?
Yeah,
Mike, why don't you do a stream and answer all this stuff too? Play my stream, play everything I said, right? And then you answer who has integrity. All right. Let's see that. The guy who hid that he was getting free stuff and never divulged it and never disclosed, right? And knew he had to. We can go on and on, Mike, for integrity. And the only reason I'm saying this because you have I would have never known because I don't watch your crap, but I had to go through this video to see all this dumb stuff you talked. And then I caught you trying to bash my integrity. What a pile of hell this guy is. What a fraud. And then he's doing super chat goals.
Yeah.
When these people watch him, guys, how do you not know what this guy is all about? How do you not know that these guys are all about just the money? They don't give a crap about you. They don't give a crap about protecting you. They don't give a crap about giving you the truth.
I mean, if you're that hard up that you got to charge your community $2 to talk about a topic, get off YouTube. Go get a second job because I would never think of charging anybody in this community to hear my dumb words. But these guys think they're bigger than what the subject matter is, and they're not. They're just not.
This is like Bashbox all over again.
Where'd that thing go?
Hey, who called Bashbox? Damien did. I mean, we did too.
Damien was right on it.
He was right on.
He was right on it. And
he wasn't in there going, "Yeah, you guys should all order this. This is going to be great. It's Bashbox. Let's get him out." He thinks for himself.
Cease and desist was actually there. You would assume they would shut down all pre-orders, so this page will be down.
There goes Mike trying to protect it some more. This page, no, it wouldn't, Mike, and obviously it wasn't. It still was up, and there still was a cease and desist.
Yes,
and they're posting the link on TikTok.
Oh my God, they're posting a link on TikTok.
Oh, TikTok,
so there must not be a cease.
What's wrong with you promoting false information?
They're posting it directly. You can still order. So there you go. It seems
There you go, Kev. No, it must not have been a cease
well,
and desist.
we're wrong.
We were wrong, I guess.
doesn't know how
Here's
retail
the better
works.
one. They talk about, I think he's talking about the dragon. The double dragon is why there wasn't.
That a company that received a cease and desist would then move forward with an announcement on a, product sponsorship like this. And like, to me, that's not the actions of a company that are reeling from a cease and desist.
Yeah, keep protecting them, Mike. You're wrong, and wrong again, Mike.
They don't know how retail works. That link was up by accident. They couldn't get to the retailer.
James Hates Everything, what he says about this. Wait till the next clip we're going to roll where James Hates Everything starts talking about that.
It was actually issued at least before then. And if that's the case, that pre-order would have been taken down a very long time ago.
Oh, sure it would have,
and the
Mike.
company wouldn't be sharing it on TikTok. We do not report on unsubstantiated rumors because something's leaked online. We do a little bit of due diligence there. We make sure that it's
you do?
Yeah, you do. This is coming from the guy who said John D was going to buy Iconic. This is coming from all the track and fields and the Mortal Kombat Golden Tee combos. These are the guys who do their due diligence, Kev.
Look at the comment. This guy's actually calling him out. If I'm reading this right, he's saying most of these channels revolve around rumors. Yeah, that's Mike B's channel.
That's all he does. That's all he does is leaks.
Love it.
You know what I want? We got more here, but you know what I wanted to say too, Kev? When this is what I missed. Sorry, real quick. When the first clip I showed where he goes, now that Rex talked about it, I can talk about it. Now that the Rexer show talked about the season. This, you guys don't know this, but this is what these guys used to do years ago when John D would give them the leaks, right?
Yeah.
And they'd all have it and they know they can't talk about it. So they would go around and find out who is not in the John D world. Let's give him the leak, or at least see if he knows about the leak. Let them do a video or a post. And then as soon as they do a post, then we can talk about it. Guys, they did this strategy for years on you. And then they acted like they didn't know. John D had he was planting the seed for them. Then they'd let somebody else who wasn't in the Illuminati do the leak. And then they would all do videos on it and then act like they, oh yeah, let's get the view. It's disgusting, pathetic behavior. And they're still doing it now.
So Mike B actually admitted to what you just said on Monday stream at the end. He said, John D selectively gives certain YouTubers certain pieces of information at certain times, confirming everything you just said.
Yes, exactly.
Or there's some validity to it.
I don't know what he said there, but
a lot of times we've been burned with fake images going up on the internet.
That was the other part. He says he does his due diligence. They have these sources. We don't do rumors. And then in the same sentence, he goes, well, sometimes we've been burned by this stuff. What do you mean? I thought
there's some validity to it.
I paused it.
A lot of times we've been burned with fake images going up on the internet and believing them. But other than
it's so pathetic. Hey.
Well, like it's like when he came out with that fake flyer there a while ago that they were doing.
Oh, now I came out with a fake flyer.
You had the fake.
Wait. The flyer was 99% accurate, and this guy's trying to say it was a fake flyer. You moron! You look like an idiot.
Look how he touches his neck. He knows he's wrong. He's like uncomfortable.
Although the whole flyer,
I don't know what
was exactly right.
Like. The conversation I had with the guys was, it doesn't make sense. Well, is it a valid thing? No. I would imagine an argument to any cease and desist or any legal court action.
I don't even know what else I have from this guy. I can't listen to it. It's disgusting.
Wouldn't be able to pre-order.
You wouldn't be able to. It's nonstop.
And also, it doesn't mean it's true because one person said it.
Oh,
we all
okay. Oh my God. We have more because I got to get to the next guy. But go ahead, Kev. You were going to say something. Maybe
I was going to say, he just said just because one person says it doesn't make it true. Well, it literally, in this case, made it true.
Made it true.
One person.
Then why? And here's the other thing. They didn't. If I was the only person saying, why are you guys talking about it now?
Yeah.
The cease and desist was real. You guys got eaten up and spit out, and you look like fools again for the 100th time. When will you shill protectors learn? Touching the neck towel.
That's what he's like, oh, I don't want
to. Remember that flyer was all wrong.
It's so bad.
He had third strike on there, and there's no third strike.
There's no third strike. Remember when these clowns talked about a virtual fighter cabinet, the Sonic cabinet, all these fake cabinets, but now they got to put their hands up and say they're integrity journalists here, Rexer. They don't talk about leaks and renders anymore. Get out of here. They just don't want to be pushed out of John's circle of info.
Before we forget, we have to give a shout out to the Galaga guy. I don't know if people know who the Galaga guy is, but he is a arcade three-course scale. Three-course scale arcade YouTuber who Kev actually has his dream arcade because of us, because of me. You know, he literally has it because of me. I've never gotten thanked appropriately, but I don't care. He
blocked us.
But his claim to fame is that the Rexer show provided him his dream arcade and was able to get it for him. But Kev, good news for him. He's finally listened to the Rexer show. And what has he been doing this past couple weeks?
He's been purging his collection of one-ups, everybody.
Collection.
Purging his one-up guy. You're growing up again.
Congratulations, Galaga guy. Congratulations.
There you go.
And what is he doing? He's like hiding it on Facebook. He doesn't want anybody to see. It's so funny. But
he
congratulate you. Shout out to you, Galaga guy, the guy who also supports doxers 100%, loves doxers.
Yep. Absolutely.
Moving on, let's go to this because we need to talk about why the cease and desist is real, and then we'll jump into the last James Hates Everything cover up of it's like Realm Chat said, these guys cover up the cease and desist like they're covering up the Epstein files,
the Epstein list.
The Epstein list. It's the same thing. They're covering up the cease and desist. All right, so this is a post by the mayor P-Dubs. And all I gotta say, Kevin, what the hell is wrong with you, P-Dubs? What is this?
What is this?
John D gave you some talking points and he wrote something and you just posted it on your Facebook? You're shilling the garbage that you purged, that you said are no fun. He literally has said the one-ups are no fun. I purged them all. They all suck. Am I wrong, Kev? Did he not say that?
This literally looks like somebody put a gun to his head and say, post this now or your family gets kidnapped. There's no, look at this.
But there is one thing that is so telling about how unknowledgeable and idiotic that this post is, and unknowledgeable he is, that I will point it out in a second. But first, let's take
$2 from Kevin Clausen. Thank you, Kevin. Come on, Rexer. Set a goal for MK Collection. He wants you to get.
I know. I didn't buy it, Kevin. Yeah. This is interesting. So I really wanted it, right? And, 150, whatever it was, $160. And I didn't do it. I didn't pull the trigger because I'm like, is this a waste of money? I kept thinking to myself, is this a waste of money? And I said, I can't shill. I never shilled it. You know that. I didn't say go and buy this or this is great. Nope. I didn't even buy it myself. And I thought it kind of was a waste. And I figured I'd rather spend the money on getting it on multiple platforms, Steam and Switch, than I'd have it on two things. Okay. No, he didn't play. But here, this is the things. Kev, if there was no cease and desist, would you change the name of your arcade? Would you change the name after it already was done, established, pre-ordered? Would you change it to a completely different name?
No, not after they showed it to you.
I don't think you would do that. Would you change the artwork and a redesign if there was no cease and desist?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Would you change the dimensions?
The dimensions, the monitor. Would you do any of that after you had already designed and built, taken orders, and done everything? Would you do that if there was no cease and desist?
Why would you do it? It's a pain in the butt. It's a waste of time.
Twisted did say it was kind of a waste of time.
He did. He got you. Yeah, it makes no sense. And they're going to say this is why, it got held up. No, the cease and desist made you do this. There's no other way around it.
Okay. This guy says your fan favorite features are here. You asked, we listened. Nobody asked you to change the name. No. Nobody asked you to change dimensions. Nobody asked you to change it to that crappy artwork. Okay. Yeah. Nobody did that. Okay. So whatever you're saying is completely a lie here. Built for fan. But here's the funniest thing.
Built for fan.
Now featuring a stunning 23.8. A widescreen 19 by 20, 1080p monitor, widescreen, IPS median monitor. Kev, it's got 120 hertz. Oh my God.
Do we need it?
Oh my God, it's 120 hertz. I should just buy this thing right now because it has 100. Will somebody tell me in the chat what is wrong with even putting 120 hertz refresh rate on a monitor? Somebody, if anybody has half a brain, explain to me why 120 hertz would matter on this. Somebody make it make sense. Why do I care that this is 120 hertz? And if I don't get any answers, I will tell you why it doesn't make sense.
Especially since it's locked down to just these games. You can't even sell it as, oh, you can put your 4K current games on it. It's locked to these old 90s games that didn't need 120 hertz back in the arcade.
Frame rate is the issue.
Insane.
You only have 60 FPS on these games. The refresh rate means nothing, you idiots. You P-dubs, you idiot. This tells you don't know anything about gaming. 120 hertz means nothing on these games because you're not running them at 120 FPS. Oh my good Lord.
But it's a fan feature. Why are you talking it down?
It's a fan feature. We got to have 120 hertz on this crappy monitor that's playing Street Fighter games.
Oh. $4.99. Johnny Joystick Retro Gaming. What's up, Johnny? Yay, the artwork for the product that was supposed to ship in June has been finalized.
Can you believe it, Johnny? People, they promised this in October, and they were finalizing artwork in end of August. Are you kidding me right now? And you think you're getting these in October? You got to be kidding me. 30 FPS. This is it right here. 30 FPS on 120 hertz.
Yeah.
Who cares, you
Nobody
moron?
needs it.
Who cares? Why doesn't your post say this? It's got 120 hertz, but it's meaningless for this system. Oh my God. I can't make this stuff up. This is why I got to do these streams. I don't want to be here talking to you. I want to be doing other things, but these idiots keep giving you nonsensical hype that doesn't even matter. Widescreen with a bezel, you're going to have light bleeding, and it's so bad.
But I think the 120 hertz officially makes this extreme. So they had to put that 120. They couldn't call it extreme without the 120 hertz, Rexer. Come on. Yeah. This is so bad.
But the Pi 5 ain't going to push 120 FPS of Street Fighter 2 on an emulator, on a MAME emulator.
That's the problem.
It doesn't matter.
That's the problem.
Oh my God, they're not playing Fortnite on a PS5 on this, you idiots.
If you were doing high-end pinball, that would be maybe acceptable with a high-end PC, but you're not getting it on this particular unit.
The menu runs at
the Netflix menu.
You're gonna mod the CAD. There you go. You already know what everybody wants to do. Put a Steam Deck in there, and why not play Fortnite on it?
Yeah.
It's a cab though. You're gonna play arcade games. Arcade games don't run at 120 FPS. None of them. So
why do you think?
Why would you put a PS5 in here and play Street Fighter 6 or whatever on it?
You wouldn't. You wouldn't. Why do you think At Games canceled their 4K ALU? Because they realized it was stupid. Nobody wants 4K monitor on this stuff.
All right. The sanity has to continue and end here, Kev. Let's roll the last clip. Okay. I mean, is there anything else we're missing on this? All these things are changes, Kev, but there isn't a cease and desist. We have no reason to believe there was a cease and desist, even though he changed all these schematics on the
entire unit has changed from what we looked at in Jack. The entire thing. But no.
But no, it didn't exist. You clowns. All right. Now we got to rub it into this guy.
Yep.
Who here? Because this is the main point. Here we go. Let's play this clip.
He said, referring to me, I believe, that he didn't want to talk about this because it's a nothing burger. Is that what I said? Let's take a look. We'll touch on that, and I'll tell you why it's a nothing burger for now.
What?
It's a nothing burger for now.
So this guy tries to say,
that's what he said.
It's what he said. This is what he said. He tries to defend it by saying, I said for now. Okay, James, for the last 6 months, has it been a nothing burger, you idiot?
239
this has been getting
days.
delayed. The design change. People gave you money because they wanted the other design. Put that crappy design up so I can explain to people what's wrong with it. Do you still have that?
Look at this.
That Street Fighter World Warrior did not look like that. It is not. None of these are arcade authentic. None of them. Okay,
Rusher, they had
that
kits
is ugly. Give me the black side with that picture, Kev. Don't give me this crappy World War. You didn't order this, Kev. This is not what you ordered. How can they change it without canceling all the orders and saying, do you want to keep this order? Because we changed everything.
Yeah. You
It's
should get
disgusting.
the option.
Does it matter now, James? If it was a nothing burger back then, has it been a nothing burger for the past 5 months? Huh? Because
239 days, James.
You've been so far up John's ass, you haven't said a word about this.
Nope.
Oh. All right. We have more from that guy because this I just got to rub this in even more. Here he pulls the Mike B. Let's run the defense of John D. and run the protection.
It could
cover up the Epstein files. Cover them up, James. Cover up the Epstein files. Let's go. Let's see what you had to say.
Yeah.
It could be a complete load of shit. Until we have substantiated rumors, it is just rumors and doing anything because we don't know if the rumors are true. What we do know is that 2 more cabs were basically announced between the CES announcement and today. In fact, just
really, you dumb fuck. Then where are those cabs? Where are they? Come on, James.
Candidate?
Where's your video on where these cabs are, you idiot? Because according to you, there's no cease and desist because he announced 2 double dragon cabs. Where are those cabs?
Yeah.
Because you don't have the where is the rumor? Where is the validity? Where is the journalistic integrity that you so have? Where is it, James?
Cabs were basically announced.
Really? They were announced? Where? Where can I buy them?
And today, in fact, just last week, right? We learned about the
where can I buy them, James?
The Double Dragon Revise. So
yeah, they're coming out. Where are they, James? Where are they?
Yeah, I guess I missed that.
Oh wait, it's all just conjecture.
It's all just conjecture. It's all just.
Was it, James?
Hot air.
Right? Oh, it was hot air. Was it, James?
I'm not out here to try to ruin any company.
No, but you sure as hell are out there to protect one. You're out there to do everything you can to protect one.
Yep. After the stream, he gets a phone call. You done good, boy. You done good.
Right now, it's a non-story because we can't confirm any of it.
Well, now it's confirmed. Is it a story yet? Is it a story yet? It's been confirmed forever.
Has he apologized for, but now they just speak of it as it was normal. It was a cease and desist, and we just had to delay it enough so that people bought what we said. And guess what? They have sheep in their audiences that buy anything they say, Rexer. They can't listen for themselves. So now, to shill and protect. There it is, Mulder.
Shill and protect.
That is the exact John D line. Shill and protect.
Wow.
100%. So once again, they're proven wrong. You're not getting your cabinets in 6 weeks, guys. I'm sorry to tell you. You might get it in Q1.
Plus it changed. Plus you got a 16:9 crappy monitor now with just a terrible setup. I mean, whatever, guys. You do what you want, but if you listen to the shills and when will you get your cab? One day, and hopefully John comes out of hiding, that coward.
Yeah.
He is a coward. Go ahead. He's a coward. He's been in hiding for 9 days. He won't take my bet. I bet him $300 that he wouldn't deliver on time, wouldn't take it. You're a coward, John.
239 days with all the quote controversy and ignoring text. That's a lot when you have a company startup. Take a guy like Glenn Rexer in front of the firing squad. We'll go on any show. He's shown prototypes. He's done everything correct that you would want out of a startup company. What has John done that's correct?
He's made false promises to everybody and hasn't hit on any of them.
None of them.
And we have to sit here, Razor, to protect the community. Why do I have to do this? Because the other fanboy shills are leading you guys astray.
Because they want info.
You guys, you haven't seen the UI. You haven't seen online. You haven't even seen the games list now. We don't even know what the games list is technically. Everything has changed, and you guys still give this guy your money.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You guys are insane.
Yeah.
Insane, the people that watch these guys.
You know what's funny? We can't even get to the talk about the games list because the cabinet's not even showing renders. Remember, guys, we're talking about renders that I can draw with a crayon, and that's what he wants you to get hype about, not actual prototypes. Go to Glenn. He's showing prototypes everywhere, and his Kickstarter just ended. Why can't we get that? I don't understand it. And I don't understand why these guys still think they're relevant to be a John D minion. Neo Hyper 64, you're garbage. You're Paul Minderman, aka Neo Hyper. Actually, he's been hiding under a fake name for years. He's a John D minion. He literally just says whatever John tells him to. Why? You're not going to get famous out of this, guys. He's not going to take you to the top with him.
All he's done is dragged you down with him. So
yeah.
All right. Any last words, Kev? Words?
Yeah, look at this. Making fun of his weight is a bit too far. Hey, Rainwater, when James Eats Everything made fun of my weight, did you protect me? Did you say anything about that when it's not even?
It's an eye for an eye there, Rainwater. Just so you know.
Yeah, eye for buddy. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Hobby Hands. 5 hours from our buddy Hobby Hands. I predict cabs will never arrive or will arrive but be junk. Then in 2027, John D will come out with another product and the same people will put. That's pretty much rinse and repeat. He did it with Arcade 1UP. He's doing it with Iconic. He might do it with another company in 2027.
Oh, Hobby Hands, they're going to arrive and be junk. He's going to be forced at some point to push something forward.
Yes.
I don't know what it's going to be.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what happened, guys. And this is continuing to go. He's been trying to drag out this tariff thing and try and get these delivered when there's no when Trump removes the tariffs. But it ain't happening. He just delayed it another 90 days. And as soon as that happened, I knew 100%
it's not coming.
He ain't delivering in October because those tariffs don't end until I think October something. That 90 days he added, and then he's just going to do it again. He ain't going to let these people off the hook with the tariffs. So he just doesn't want to eat the bullet. He's just going to keep pushing it off. And if you don't cancel your order and just say, you know what, tell me when you have it made, then you're an idiot. You really are an idiot.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm an eye for an eye type of person, Mikey Yoon. So I'm not going to attack somebody for their appearance until they attack me. If you really want to attack me, then maybe I'll attack you for the same thing.
We didn't make fake figures of me, Rexer, fat when I'm not. So, go to the other side. Go to his stream and ask him why he did that.
We didn't make our icons of a fat image of James, and put them out there while we were on social media. We didn't do that stuff.
No, they started that because they don't like being called out, Rexer. And guess what? They can't do what we do to them because our integrity doesn't cross the line of shilling. So they have to attack us in other ways. And they attack us with our appearance and this, that, whatever. Yeah. So it is what it is. It's fair game. I just hit 815 miles for the year, guys. So
I have been asking New Way Toys for an update, just so you guys know.
Yeah, that's a whole other.
I'm a little disappointed in them for sure. I'm a little disappointed. The shills aren't going to say anything until they have good news.
Oh no, because Shiloh,
let's see what they answer. Hopefully they answer something. So interesting you brought that up, VGV. So all right, let's kill the stream. Leave a thumbs up. Leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I don't care what you guys say. Leave a thumbs down or whatever. We don't really care, but we do want to hear from you comments wise. So,
good stream.
Right. See you. Thanks for joining.
See everybody. Everyone. Thanks.